Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we're going to do another spring inspired look. I know, so many in a row, but I'm just so into spring. And look how pretty this eye look turned out. Like, it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. I've been staring at it, y'all. Okay, so I started thinking, right? Well, first I did the Natasha Denona, and then I thought of Glamlight, of course. But then I started thinking, ColourPop and all their palettes and what they have, that you can possibly still get. And then I was like, oh my goodness, Juvia's place, and I think they just came out with this palette not that long ago. To be honest, I think it was like this year, or well, was it though? Everything seems to run together in my head, but it was either one of two palettes I was going to use. It was either going to be the Garden of Juvia's or the Candy Shop. And as I was looking at them, I kind of felt like this one here is more spring. Hear me out on why. I feel like the name of the palette. I mean, hello. Look how gorgeous this palette is, by the way, too. And yes, it kind of gives you the Natasha Denona pastel vibes. Me too. Okay, so that. B, it's lighter. So we got the name of the palette and the fact that it is more lighter shades, where the Candy Shop is more darker. And I can still see the Candy Shop being a spring palette in a way, but in a way, not. I feel like I wanted to use this palette, especially like to darken up, but spring's not about that. I feel like this is more summer or just fun. Summer and fun, you know what I mean? Is where I kind of put the Candy Shop palette. But I could also see if somebody said spring, I'd be like, yeah, I can see where they're going with it, you know. So the first shade we're going to go to is Peony, and honestly, I forgot how much I like this palette. I know, right? And in all honesty, if the Natasha Denona palette is just out of your price, they're not dupes, but it will definitely give you the same vibe either way you go, to be honest. If you just wanted like a really nice, easy, curated, thought out palette, either one. And it will be a more sophisticated look, I feel, out of using this palette, to be honest. But then again, you definitely could go more brighter and crazier with your look if you wanted to, too. I mean, Juvia'S place is known for their shadows and pigment, too, you know? So, either way, if I don't, if I had to choose, I don't know. Just start thinking that, like, if I had to choose which one, because don't get me wrong, I love to save money, kinda. Um, I do. No, I do. I love to save money, but I love Natasha Denona too. Like, I love the shadows and stuff because there is a difference. And again, there's always going to be a difference. The question is it worth the price difference? And that's just individually, you know? But I mean, look at that pink. And I mean, like, it's a light pink, but it builds so nicely. And I mean, you can build it up too. I'm not gonna lie, kind of like, what am I gonna do today? Because here's the thing, I always, if you know me, stick to pinks and purples, you know? But I get that everybody kind of can get bored of that in a sense, so I didn't really want to do that. I mean, I did, but I didn't, you know? So I did kind of step out a little bit. I don't know if the look, I mean, it's pretty. I don't necessarily know if it goes together, really, but it's working for me. So, you know, I'm going to wear it. And really, that's all that matters since I'm, ow, the one putting it on my eye. That hurt. Whack myself in the eye. You know, I kind of like this brush too. I didn't wash my brushes from yesterday, y'all. And I know I need to because they're going to stain. But I didn't wash them. And I didn't know what I was going to use for this look because I won't use my good brushes because, I mean, 9 out of 10, these shadows are going to stain your brushes, you know? And when you pay that kind of money on your brushes, you don't really want to stain them. Although, at the same time, I have very few that have stained. Now that I'm thinking about it. I mean, at least, like, I can't tell with the darker bristles, obviously, but with the lighter bristles, I may only have 1 or 2 brushes that have actually stained. So maybe they wouldn't. I don't know. Or I don't know if it's because I wash my brushes or try to wash my brushes every night. I don't know. And I don't even know if it's good to wash your brushes every night. So, you know, or every time. But it was so, today I didn't want to get out of bed. I was so not feeling it, right? It's just one of those days. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't get out of bed. I didn't even get out of bed until 11 o'clock, okay? And that's just because I knew I had to get up and start moving because I had to get my daughter in the evening or in the afternoon, you know, off the school bus and stuff. So I knew I had to get up and start moving. But I decided to go ahead and do my makeup, which I'm glad I did. Because I had other stuff I have to do too. Nice. But yeah, the makeup that I used though, I was kind of shocked because I didn't sit down to do my makeup until like 1. And by the time I had to go get her, I had everything done except for this eye. Of course, now I'm doing this eye before I actually have to go out in actual public, you know. So I was pretty impressed at how well the makeup went on, especially considering I didn't use my regular makeup. I don't know why I didn't, but I used this Kylie pressed powder face palette here. And y'all, I didn't forget about this, but I forgot about this. Like, I knew I had it, but I didn't know where I put. But I'm wearing these 3. This is the bronzer, the blush, and the highlight today. And it is just so pretty. No, I don't know how long I've had that either. Don't ask, because I don't know. But it went on nice. I'm going to use Sweet Lilac next. This one right here. So I used that one and that one, and I was like, stop, because we already know where I was going with it, you know? Because I'm always doing a pink and purple look, like without fail. And there's nothing wrong with that other than there's only so many times you can possibly create that look in a sense, you know? So I knew I wanted to do something different. But at the same time, I had no idea it was going to turn out like this either, to be honest. I will say you may have to pack these colors on. Like, pat them to pack them and then blend. Because some of them are really light. And there's nothing wrong with that, obviously. That's the point. But if I had to sit here and build it up and then, like, by blending, I could be here for a while. I won't lie. I thought about doing a video, because where I've been going through all my stuff, you know, using small makeup and makeup brushes, I guess. Like, not necessarily sample, but kind of like that, right? And then the reason I thought, I mean, I know people have done it, that's a given, using samples and stuff. But the reason why I was really thinking about it, like with brushes too, because I was going through my brushes and I found like a bunch of like this little Smashbox, yeah, Smashbox contour brush. It came with their contour thing. But I found, do y'all remember Real Techniques? Like at Christmas time would come out with like, I don't know if they did it this year, I didn't see it, but like small brushes that were like in like little things you hang on a Christmas tree, ornament boxes. And I have a ton of them, from face brushes to like eye brushes, and I thought that might be fun. And then of course I have a bunch of small Sigma and some Natasha Nona brushes that are small, and I thought that could be fun. Because like I have small little lipsticks from like Pat McGrath, and I have a really teeny tiny, I have two teeny tiny eyeshadow palettes. One in Dior and I think one in Lancome. And they're the cutest little things ever. But especially the Dior one. And I don't ever use them because they're just so tiny, you know. But I thought it'd be fun for a video. Because I do have a lot of little like samples and stuff like that. Travel size type things that I could, you know, do that with. We're going back into peony. And I thought it'd be a really cute little video concept in a way. But maybe not. I don't know. Because I don't know if I got everything either, you know. What is this? Oh, this is a BH brush. I don't remember this one feeling like this. It's nice. I like that brush a lot. I don't know why, but I do. Okay. And then you all, I broke the glass to my mirror, and I bought this mirror. We're gonna go into Oh Honey. I bought this mirror on Amazon a long time ago. And I love Beauty and the Beast. And well, if you can see, I broke the corner right there. And I went to go see if you could like still purchase it, and you can't. I can't find it anywhere. Although, while searching, you know, you search, and I happen to come across other things. I came across, I think it was called Impression Vanity mirrors, and they have some in the Princess, but not like that, of course. It's like a mirror that would sit like on your vanity, and it lights up and stuff, and it kind of looks cute. But the price tag was a little steep, but it might be a good mirror, and that's why. Or it could just be because of the Disney logo, and that's why. I really didn't go all crazy on the bottom lash line. I was going to, but I also know myself and know that I can go ham and then it turns out really bad, you know? So I didn't do that. I really, really took a step back and didn't, because I'll be honest, I so wanted to do like yellow and green, and I was like, it's just not gonna look good though if you do that, so I didn't, but I really wanted to. Okay, so now we're going to go into this color here. It's called Money Tree, right? It's right here. I don't know what color I thought I was putting on my eye, but I thought it was green, to be honest. Okay, I just thought it would be like a metallic green. I mean, I kind of can see that, but I kind of can't. So, you tell me. So, we're going to take Money Tree and pick it up. And then, let me set that there. And then what I done was I patted it onto my lid, because I don't spray it. And like, I just wasn't ready for what I got, to be honest. Because, like, it is green in certain ways. Like, certain ways the light hits it, it is green. But in certain ways, it's all different colors. Like, the sparkle in it just makes it just look so much different. And I really wasn't expecting it. But it was absolutely a beautiful surprise, I will say that, because I really didn't know how green was going to look to begin with. No, I just was doing it to do it because what else was I going to do other than put a pink or a purple there, And so when I put it on, I was like taking it. I thought maybe I put my brush in the wrong color or something, because like I just wasn't expecting this shade at all. And it's just so pretty. It really, really is. It's like in one way I look at it, it's green. In another way I look at it, it's pink. In another way I look at it, it's purple. And I'm like, what color are you? Like, it's just so cool. I love when things do that. Sometimes. Sometimes. Sometimes not, because sometimes you're waiting or you're needing a certain color, you know what I mean? And then when it turns out not to be that color, it really just throws you off in a sense. So we're going to go back into Sweet Lilac to blend a little bit. And again, I don't know if it's because of the coloring I laid down. That was my other wonder with the color on why it did what it did. Or if that's just the way it really does go on. But whatever, however, like, I am so glad. Like, I put that shade down. And the price point of this palette is just, this palette's just nice all the way around, you all. I would say, here's the thing with makeup. I love makeup. High-end drugstore, it doesn't matter to me. If it works for me, it works for me, right? But I'm also realistic in A, the price point isn't everybody's price point, and B, maybe it is your price point, but you still don't want to spend that kind of money on it, in which case I still get it. But the other thing is that, like, you don't want to spend, like, I'm not gonna lie, was it ridiculous for me to buy, like, Natasha Denona's, all of her palettes, knowing that A, I don't like the color story, because it's not that I don't like the color story, that I don't think the color story will look good on me, therefore I will not get my money out of it. And it is, but I love that brand. Same with Pat McGrath, Tom Ford. Like, I won't get my money out of certain products because they're just so highly marked up and priced that unless I used it up, I'm not getting my money's out of it, But with this, where they're lower priced, good quality, to me, if I use this a handful of times, it's paid for itself. You know what I mean? I absolutely love this look, you all. It makes me wonder sometimes about myself. Okay, so now we're going to go into Daffodil. And I ain't going to lie to you. This shade reminds me to a T of lemon. Is it limoncello? Yeah, by Natasha Denona. I mean, to a T. We're going to put it in the inner corner. Maybe, well, does it? I mean, it's not a dupe. Okay, again, not a dupe for that shade, but it reminds me. Let me make sure I'm saying this correctly here. Of that shade. Like, this is not a dupe for that shade, because that shade really is like a pure yellow. This one, but then again, you know what? This could be too, and it's just mixing. I mean, this is just a pretty color. And again, this is an all-in-one palette for me, for the most part. Kinda. Again, kinda. I mean, if you really wanted to have a dark outer corner or any kind of dark shade on your eye, you're not going to get this because the Sweet Lilac is about as dark as you're getting. Outside of the Oh Honey that I put on my lower lash line, but even that you can see is not that dark. So you really aren't going to get that dark of looks out of this palette, which it's not meant to. So, you know, I get it. It isn't meant to do that. Somehow this eye always looks better than this one. I don't get it. It does. We're going to go back into Money Tree. I don't want to get any fallout. So pretty. I just want to keep layering this and layering and layering. It's just beautiful. Look at this. And that's as good as it's going to get. They're not going to get even. But, and I'm curious about this yellow. Because I said yesterday that there's very few yellows that I like. Matte yellow that I think looks good on me for whatever the reason, whether it's my skin tone or I just don't particularly like the undertone of it, like whatever it may be. But I think that yellow may actually work, but I don't know. I'm sorry if y'all are getting tired of spring looks too. We're going to use the Gucci mascara for the top lashes. But I'm just in love with the fact that spring is here. Well, it's here according to the day, but spring hasn't realized that it should be here yet by the weather. I mean, it's kind of getting warmer, but man, at night it's still getting cold. Which, again, not complaining because don't like heat. I'm not one for the summer in every aspect. Like, I'm not into the clothes, like wearing the shorts and all that, sleeveless shirts. I never, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm just not into it. I'm not into sweating. Not into my energy bill with the ACs running. Like, there's nothing about summer really. Swimming, maybe the pool. But even at that, I can go to a hotel and rent that has a pool and use it, you know? It don't need to be summer for me. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. Summer's just not my thing at all. I love this mascara too. Ow. Except with that, do be careful. This wand is so sharp. So, so sharp. But it will get every lash for you. That is for sure. And the little ball will even grab them and separate or whatever you need it to do. But you'll get every lash coated for sure. But be careful, because you poke yourself, it's going to hurt. But yeah. Bottom lash, of course, Lancome. Kind of feel like this look is my favorite springtime look so far that I've done. I mean, I've only done 3. But, and it could be everything altogether, like the whole makeup itself, because I really think the rest of my makeup looks okay today. Or the fact that, you know, I kept the eye look reeled in, whatever it may be. But there's just something about it that I really like today. I just think it all came together so nicely. And it kind of looks spring to me. You know, you got the pinky cheeks. It's kind of bronzed, but not over the top yet. You know what I mean? Because summertime, it's all about the bronze. And I don't know. It just looks really nice. The highlight really goes with the blush and bronzer. And when I think of, like, just the application that I used and, like, the lip, I was actually thinking, I said the other day that when I think of spring, I think of, like, lip gloss and stuff. And actually, I put this on first before I did anything, and this is the Lunar Beauty lip oil. And I really do like this in this color for spring, maybe even summer. But I like it just in general also. But hear me out, when I think of spring and summer, I think of chapstick. You know what I mean? Like a stick, not chapstick, the brand, but those lines of stuff, you know? And lip glosses, lip oils, that sort of stuff. But this from Lawless, I have Pink Marshmallow and Lover. Pink Marshmallow just stays in my purse. It's just a pink. It's like a chapstick for real. That's what it's like. Except it has a cooling sensation on the lips. And I don't know how to explain it, the formula to you. It's very hard. When you apply it, like, you don't feel it like necessarily melting. And you put it on, and your first thought, and this is just me, okay? It's sitting on the lips, right? Which may or may not be a good thing, because you may not like that feeling, or you may not want that, right? Here's what I'm thinking though. It sits on my lips in a way that it does eventually sink in, number one. Number two, this particular shade, it leaves a nice stain on my lips when it does, like, start to sink in and fade, right? So it kind of has this stain about it, but again, it feels nourishing. It feels cooling. It doesn't, like, go outside your lip line, even though it's feeling like it's staying on top of your lip. Like, wherever you put it, it's going to stay, right? It's not going to melt and move around. But, and it's just one of these things you can just, like, pull out and apply. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need a mirror. Even with this color, like, as dark as it is, I can, like, just put it in the middle and rub it around, and it's fine. Like, it literally stays on my lips. I don't have to worry about it. But if you were worried, again, you can buy the Pink Marshmallow, and it's like a baby. It's clear. It's just clear. But I'm thinking about buying more of them because I do like them. But my thought was, I was wondering, because it kind of, like, does stay on the lips, and it does that, and then it doesn't make your lines look so bad in your lips, right? If you got lines in your lips, I mean. And I'm wondering if you put that on, or maybe even did your lip liner first, and then put that on, and then put like a matte lipstick on, I'm wondering what that would do. I'm wondering if it like ball up, because that is like hitting a matte, like a moisture hitting a matte, or if it would make the matte more comfortable, but yet because it is a matte, it would stick around longer. I don't know. I just been wondering about it. I haven't got to play with it. But let me know if you all tried these, what you all think about them. It is a weird, I don't want to say weird product, but it kind of is when you go to actually use it and feel it on your lips. Like, I don't have another product that feels like this. Yeah, I don't have another product that feels like that. I don't. Because even like the Mario, the lip plumpers, it doesn't feel like this. And the Tarte feels like the Mario. Those two kind of feel the same to a certain extent. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. I'm done rambling. This is the final look using the Juvia's Place palette in Garden of Juvia's. I love this palette, y'all. I really do. And after playing with this, I think I am going to play with the other one tomorrow. I can't help myself. I know, you guys are tired of spring looks, but tomorrow it really won't be a springy look. It'll just be a fun look. That's what it'll be. And I think I'm going to go a different route too. I don't know what. I really don't know what colors. But I'm going to try to stay away from the pinky shades, but I don't know, like I just don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to have to really think about that one, because this one I just flew by the seat of my pants and was like, let's pop it on, and it turned out good, but it could have turned out just as bad any other time, you know. Anyway, I'm done. I've wasted enough of your time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all, that way you're notified when I upload. I upload every day but Sunday. I apologize for this video being so long with me just rambling. I do appreciate it if you did stay to the end. God bless you for that one, because I don't know how anybody can handle me rambling. But that's all I have. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.